have ever had a first lady quite like her. When people mention her, the first words that come to mind are model, provocative photo shoots, public displays of changing expressions, forced smiles, and her perpetually icy demeanor. Some say she aspires to nothing more than being a beautiful rich lady, effortlessly toting Hermes bags, with little interest in embracing the role of the First Lady of the United States. In summary, these remarks often lead to one conclusion. She is perceived as an unpolitical, decorative figure with a pretty face without substance. Yet in reality, much like her presidential husband, she is ambitious, bold, and strategic. She is none other than Donald Trump's third wife, the former First Lady of the United States, Melania Trump. Of course, some may scoff and say, oh, please, she's only where she is because of Trump. Let's start with the conclusion. For a woman with no connections or privileged background to capture the attention of Donald Trump and ultimately stand by his side is in itself a powerful testament to her ambition, boldness, and strategic savvy. Melania was born in 1970 into a modest family in Slovenia. Her father worked as a manager at a car manufacturing plant, while her mother was employed at a clothing factory. Blessed with striking looks, she began modeling at the age of 16. Her career took her to cities like Milan and Paris, where she sought opportunities to establish herself. But carving out a name in the fiercely competitive modeling industry, where beauty was plentiful, was far from easy. The collapse of the Soviet Union only intensified the competition as a wave of stunning young women from Russia, Lithuania, Estonia, and other regions flooded Milan. With so many vying for limited opportunities, the struggle became even harder. To support herself, Melania accepted various modeling assignments from different places. In one such project, she starred in a short promotional video for Slovenian television, playing the role of the first female president of the United States. Perhaps it was during this filming that a childhood dream was rekindled in her mind. When she was a child, Melania often heard adults speak of America, portraying it as a land brimming with opportunity. This planted a seed in her heart and sparked a secret resolve. One day, she would go to America to pursue the dreams in fashion that she couldn't realize elsewhere. In 1995, a chance encounter in Milan changed her trajectory. Melania met a partner from the renowned Metropolitan Model Agency, and with his assistance, she arrived in New York City in 1996. In Milan, she had spent her days locked in relentless competition with her peers, vying for limited opportunities. But New York was a completely different stage, a city dominated by Wall Street financiers and a world of power brokers. In this environment, her youth, beauty, and European charm made her stand out as a rare and highly sought-after presence. The move was nothing short of brilliant. At 26, Melania achieved her first remarkable transformation, from a small-town girl of humble origins to a rising figure in the heart of New York's elite scene. In New York, however, she quickly realized the need to secure her future. What kind of future? Given her background, looks, and the high capital culture of New York, it became clear that her best ticket to stability was to marry a wealthy man and step into the role of a rich, carefree wife. That opportunity came sooner than expected. In 1998, at a party, Donald Trump was immediately captivated by Melania and fell for her at first sight. He boldly asked for her phone number, but to everyone's surprise, Melania turned him down. Why? Because she was playing the long game to reel in a bigger catch. At the time, Trump was even accompanied by another woman. As Melania later explained, if I had given him my phone number right then, I would have been just another name on a long list of women he had collected. Perhaps it was Trump's unfamiliarity with rejection, but the confident and self-assured businessman responded, "Hey, you're different. I like that." Immediately, Trump handed over all his contact details to Melania, his office line, personal phone number, and anything else he could offer. The big fish had taken the bait, but simply hooking it wasn't enough. To secure the win, she had to reel him in and ensure he stayed hers. The real challenge was figuring out how to make Trump not only stay, but willingly marry her. At that point, Trump hadn't yet finalized his divorce from his second wife, and even when the divorce was complete, he had declared that he would never marry again. It was a daunting task, but Melania was up to the challenge. She began by learning from history, carefully analyzing the mistakes made by Trump's previous wives. Trump's first wife was overly involved in his business. His second wife tried to change him. Melania, however, took the opposite approach. She stayed out of his business and didn't attempt to alter who he was. More importantly, at that time, Trump was already setting his sights on a potential political career. Melania, loyal and free of scandals, had recently arrived in the United States from Italy and carried no dramatic or controversial baggage. She was the ideal, polished political partner. Her careful strategy paid off. In 2005, the couple held an extravagant wedding at Mar-a-Lago, Trump's Florida estate. Melania wore a custom gown adorned with 1,500 crystals, worth an astonishing $100,000. Regardless of how you view it, the fact that Melania convinced Trump to invest in such a grand ceremony and commit to marriage signified her second remarkable transformation from a self-made model in New York to the wife of a billionaire. Trump, of course, wasn't naive. He agreed to marry her but required a prenuptial agreement. Melania signed it without hesitation, as her focus was on becoming his wife first. The details of the prenup could be addressed later. At that moment, her priorities seemed clear: to secure her position and aim for even greater wealth and status. After all, wasn't her husband already preparing to embark on his political journey? Did she think she could do something to help him in return? Absolutely. Contrary to the popular belief that Melania was worn out by politics, her political ambition and strategic acumen have been deeply underestimated. On October 7, 2016, Donald Trump's scandalous audio recording was leaked. The content of the tape seemed to deal a near-fatal blow to his campaign. In the aftermath of the release, Trump's entire team was thrown into chaos. Even his closest advisors began urging him to consider dropping out of the race. But Melania stood firmly by her husband's side. 2 days later, she appeared at the presidential debate to show her unwavering support. She followed this with a series of interviews across multiple media outlets, calmly and methodically defending Trump with well-reasoned arguments. In that moment, a part of her carefully maintained facade seemed to slip, offering a rare glimpse of the sharp, calculating force beneath. And then there's the widely remembered controversy following Trump's victory: Melania's hesitation to move into the White House. At the time, many speculated she was unwilling to trade her life of luxury at their private mansion for what they considered the more restrained lifestyle of the White House. But guess what? In the book The Art of Her Deal, The Untold Story of Melania Trump, the real reason behind her hesitation to move into the White House was revealed. She sought to renegotiate her prenuptial agreement with Trump, securing greater financial benefits and protections for herself and her son, Barron. See that? Does that sound like the actions of a naive, decorative, pretty vase, as many have assumed? Certainly not. Melania is a formidable woman who masterminded her third remarkable transformation from the wife of a billionaire to the First Lady of the United States. From the glittering world of the ultra-wealthy to the political stage of the White House, Melania has never been a fragile flower in Trump's garden, waiting to be nurtured. Her ambition and strategic prowess are undeniable. The only lingering question is this: did she ever truly love Trump from the start, or even now? What do you think? Leave your comments below to let us know. As we are approaching the end of this video, we would like to conclude that Melania Trump's journey is a shining example of how intention, focus, and strategy can transform one's life. At Angel Grace Blessing, we believe that success starts with aligning your mind and energy to your goals. Just like Melania, you can rise above challenges and craft a life of abundance and purpose. To help you on this journey, we present a powerful tool designed to reprogram your subconscious mind, amplify creativity, and unlock peak mental performance. Imagine effortlessly enhancing your decision-making and embracing your full potential. True strength lies not in where you start, but in the courage to design your own destiny and rise beyond the expectations of others. Melania's story reminds us that transformation is possible with determination and focus. You too can unlock your potential and embrace your journey by taking the first step toward your transformation. Visit the link below today and discover how this powerful tool can elevate your life to extraordinary heights.